We'll start the first chapter. The first chapter, as you all know, it's language of chemistry. I told you yesterday, I have also posted the message in the group. Okay. The first chapter mainly it will be the basics from your 8th standard. Okay. Yes, can anyone tell what did you learn in language of chemistry in 8th standard?
How to form equations.
Yes, Shivam, yes.
Ma'am, yeah, ma'am, about the symbols and all, equation, valency.
Formula.
Yes, yes. Do you remember what's the first question? Yes, first question your essay 2 paper.
No.
Hmm?
What is a symbol? No, it was
Yes,
define.
define symbol. Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So even in this chapter also you will learn
Ma'am,
about.
I will tell.
Yes.
Ma'am, representation of an element.
Yes. Good. A symbol is a short form representation of the element. Right?
Symbolic.
Yes. What else you learn? What else you learn in your 8th standard in language of chemistry chapter?
Ma'am, balancing.
Yes. Balancing you have learned.
Balancing.
And
Valency.
valency. Very good. Valency you have learned.
Variable valency.
Ma'am, radicals.
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 Very good. Radicals. Chemical formula. Right?
Ions.
Ma'am, limitations and significance of it.
Yes, good. So as you
And
all
why
know,
we have to balance.
yes, in 8th standard language of chemistry, you have learned how to write the symbols. Okay, and you have also learned what is valency and what are different types of radicals, right? So what are radicals? Can anyone give the definition of
And
radicals?
variable valence.
Yes. Can anyone give the definition of radicals? Yes,
Ma'am,
Chestia.
Ma'am, radicals are
Ma'am,
atoms or group of atoms of particular element or different types of elements.
Yes, along with
They
their
and they
valence.
have charge.
Yes,
And they
along
have
with the
charge.
charge,
ma'am,
right? Yes.
acting as a single unit, acting as a single unit and positive or negative charge on it.
Okay, good. So you all know that radical is atom or a group of atoms which are acting together as a single unit, right?
Single
Along
unit.
with a positive or negative charge, right? So in this chapter, you learn about mainly what are the different types of radicals. In 8th standard, you have learned about only limited number of radicals, right? Like sodium, potassium, and also
Yes, ma'am.
sulfate, chloride,
Yes,
right? Some
ma'am.
positive and negative
Sulfide.
radicals. Yes. Here you
Ma'am, permanganate.
permanganate ion. So here you learn more than 30 to 35 radicals. Okay. The first thing is you have to by heart those radicals, and using those radicals you learn how to write the molecular formula. Okay. So you know how to write the molecular
Yes, ma'am.
formula in 8th and you have already learned, right? By the crisscross method.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll
Yes,
learn that.
ma'am.
We'll again revise that topic, the same topics again. Okay. Can you all see this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So as you all know that the symbol is the short form representation, right? The short form representation of element. Yes, good morning. Who is that?
Yashraj.
Acha, yes. Okay. So it is a short form representation of an element. As we know, for most of the element, first letter is taken as the symbol, right? Can you tell some examples in which the elements, the first letter is taken as symbol?
Hydrogen.
Zinc,
Hydrogen.
oxygen, zinc.
Zinc, we are taking two letters.
Nitrogen.
Yes, nitrogen.
Oxygen.
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 Yes.
Carbon.
Carbon. Fluorine.
Sulfur.
Boron. Yes, good. And in some cases where the first letter is already given, we will take initial two letters in which first letter will be capital and the second letter will be the small letter. Can you give some examples of such elements?
Zinc. Zinc.
Very good.
Chlorine.
Sorry, yes, chlorine. Very
Chlorine.
And
good.
helium,
Helium. Very good.
beryllium,
Beryllium. Lithium.
Radon.
Yes,
Radon.
radon. Good. So in
Lithium.
lithium, Li. It is Li, right? So, and in some other elements, mostly the metals, the name is derived from their Latin names, right? You all know this. For iron, it is called as ferrum. That is
Ferrous.
yes, the symbol
Ferrum.
is
Ferrum.
whereas potassium, the symbol is K because it is derived from the Latin name.
Helium.
Helium.
Yes, gold.
Helium.
Yes, gold. The symbol is Au because it is derived from the Latin name
Aurum.
aurum. Whereas silver is
Argentum.
argentum. That's why the symbol is Ag.
Ag.
Okay. For lead, the Latin name is plumbum. So the symbol is
PV.
P.
okay. Sodium. Yes. Sodium.
Natrium.
Yes. Na. You all know. Mercury.
Hydrogyrum.
Hydrogyrum.
Yeah, Hydraganum. Hg.
And tin it is stannum.
Stannum.
Therefore,
St.
the yes, the symbol is Sn. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when we come about the terms, some term that is valency. You all know what is valency?
Combining capacity of an atom with another atom.
Or an element with
Element or a radical.
Yes, combining capacity of one atom. When you are writing valence, you have to determine it is the combining capacity of one atom of every element.
Element. Yeah, ma'am. One atom of element or a radical with another atom of element or a radical.
Yes. So now we know that metals, they has a tendency to lose electrons. Right. So the valency will be the number of electrons which one atom of a metal can lose. Okay, we know that metals, remember this point, metals tend to lose their electrons to form positively charged ions. Okay, so for example, sodium, one atom of sodium loses one electron, therefore it forms Na+1. The valency will be 1. Okay, and magnesium, it tends to lose 2 electrons, so the valency will be +2. Whereas
+2.
aluminium, yes, it tends to lose 3 electrons. It will be
3 electrons.
+3. Okay.
+3.
Yes, I think you all know by losing electrons, what is the charge we will get? By losing electrons,
Positive charge.
by losing electrons, elements will attain positive charge. Right? Whereas, so all the metals, please understand carefully, all the metals tends to lose electrons. Okay, whereas non-metals, they always gain electrons. Okay, so we know that chlorine, how many electrons it gains? One electron. So what will be the valency of chlorine? -1. Sulfur? Two electrons. Sulfur tends to gain 2 electrons, so the valency will be 2. Right? Okay. Next.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming to the next term, variable valency. As you all know, some metals, mostly metals, has a tendency to exhibit more than one valency. Okay. So what is the reason to exhibit variable valency? What is the reason to exhibit variable valency?
themselves.
Yes. So why they are exhibiting more than one valency? Because listen carefully, in some metals, mostly transition elements. What are transition elements? 3rd to 12th group elements. Okay. In transition elements, the electron will be added to penultimate shell. So here you should know about penultimate shell. Generally, the shells or orbits are present around the nucleus, right? The last orbit from the nucleus or the last shell from the nucleus is called as valence shell. You all know that, right? The last shell is called as valence shell. The last but one, that is the second last shell. Second last shell is called as penultimate shell. I repeat, the second last shell is called as penultimate shell. Okay, so that means the last but one shell. Here, in some of the elements, mostly the metals, in the transition metals, the electron will be added to penultimate shell. The electron will be present in the valence shell, and also the electron will also be present in the penultimate shell. So generally we know that valence electrons, that is the electrons present in the valence shell, can be removed, right? I think you all know this point. Are you able to follow?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the electrons which are present in the valence shell can be removed. But in the transition element, the electrons which are present in the penultimate shell, those electrons also can be removed. Okay, so when the electrons from the penultimate shell can be removed, so sometime it will remove one electron. For example, copper releases or loses one electron, or it can also lose two electrons. That means one electron it will lose from the valence shell, and second electron it loses from the penultimate shell. That is the reason copper can exhibit +1 valency and also +2 valency.
And +2.
Here, got it? So why do
Yes, ma'am.
some
Yes,
metals,
ma'am.
why do some metals exhibit variable valency? Because those elements has a tendency to lose electrons even from their penultimate shell. Clear? Is the concept clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then coming to radical. As you know that radical is a group of atoms
A group
of an
of
element that
atoms
behaves as
or
a that behaves as a
single unit
and also it shows a
or negative
balance,
charges.
right? Balance, nothing but it shows positive or negative charge. Okay, now we
Negative
know
charge.
that there are two types of radicals based upon the charge. There are two types of radicals, that is positive radical and
Positive and negative.
very good
And a negative line.
right? Positive radicals, can you give some examples of positive radicals?
Ammonium,
Ammonium, very good.
Hydrogen.
Learn your 8th standard. Yes, hydrogen, very good. H plus ion.
Magnesium,
Magnesium, Mg2 plus ion.
Aluminium.
potassium, zinc,
Zinc, yes, Zn2 plus.
lithium,
barium, nickel, cobalt,
potassium,
Yes,
Calcium.
mercury,
yes. Now,
chromium,
yes, good. You all are telling the names of elements whenever you are mentioning, when you are giving the name of the radical, as it mentioned, you have to give its valency also. That means if you are telling sodium, you should say Na plus 1. Okay. So magnesium, if you are telling magnesium, you should use the term as Mg2 plus.
2 plus.
Got it?
yes,
Is
ma'am.
it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So whenever you are giving the
Yes,
name
ma'am.
of the radical, as the definition mentions, the radical valency also we have to specify there. Clear? Now tell me some
Yes.
basic radicals, positive radicals.
+1, Zn +2, Al +3.
Yes, Al plus 3, aluminium ion, Zn plus 2, zinc ion, NH4 plus 1, very good.
+3.
Ammonium ion, yes.
Cr +3,
Cr plus 3, chromium ion, good.
Cr2O7 -2.
Then coming to
Is
negative
negative,
radical.
Amai.
Negative radical,
Ma'am, MnO2 minus.
Hydride,
manganate, yes.
H4 +2. OH -1.
Very
CO3
good.
minus 2.
sulfide,
Yes.
sulfate, sulfide,
-.
Yes, very good.
Eight.
So,
Cr
Oxide,
N -3.
Right. NO3 minus
2
2.
minus 1.
Nitrate.
Oxide, ma'am.
CO
Oxide.
minus 3.
Yes, very good. Permanganate.
Minus 1.
Yes, good. See, so whenever
Minus
you're
1.
yes, good. So based upon the charge, there are two types of radicals, positive radicals and negative radicals. As you learn in your 8th standard, positive radicals are called as basic radicals, whereas negative
Basic
radicals are called
radicals and negative acidic.
Acidic night.
Acidic.
right. Now, based upon the number of atoms present in a radical, okay, so types of the number of atoms present in the radical, they are of two types. It may be positive or negative. The radicals are of two types based upon the number of atoms. One is monoatomic. That means it contains only single atom. As you told, H plus, Na plus, right? K plus, Cl minus. All these contain only one atom. So they are monoatomic. Whereas which contain more than one type of atoms are called as polyatomic
Polyatomic.
radicals.
Hydroxide.
Yes, hydroxide. Okay. And then sulfate, SO4 2 minus. Sulfate radical is also a polyatomic radical. NH4 plus ammonium radical is also a polyatomic radical. Got it? Okay. Now, see, I'll share you even in the group the list of radicals which you have to by heart. So you have to by heart the name of the radical and along with the symbol of the radical. Okay. See, all these radicals you have to by heart. Can you see?
No, ma'am.
No? Yes, ma'am. Can you see some polyatomic radicals?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Acetate, ammonium, arsenate, arsenite. Even the positive, here there are negative radicals. So there are many, almost in your textbook, there are 30 to 35 radicals you have to by heart. Got it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the use of learning these radicals? What is the significance of learning these radicals?
Ma'am, molecular formula.
In chemical equations.
In chemical equations.
The main significance
the
of
formula
learning
of the
these radicals
compound.
is, yes, very good, to write the chemical formula or the molecular formula of the compound. Okay, so using these radicals, the significance of these radicals is, if you know the radicals, then only you can write the chemical formula or molecular formula of a compound. Yes. So how to write chemical formula of a compound? Right. I want all of you to note down these steps to write down the chemical formula. So what is the first step? What is the first step? We have to
Write the symbol of positive
radical and
radical and negative radical.
negative radical. Please note down these points because we'll be solving examples. I know that you all already learned this in your 8th standard, but just while solving it will be easy for you. Note down this point. So first step is to write the symbol of positive radical and the negative radical. Okay. And second step will be to write their valencies below the radicals. While you are writing the valencies below the radicals, you need to mention the sign. For example, the radical is Na plus 1. The valency is 1. So while writing the valence, you can just mention 1. No need to mention the sign. And most of the students make this mistake. Always we should write positive radical first and then comes the negative radical. Do not write negative radical first. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the third step will be cross the valencies. As you know, the positive radical will get the negative valency, and the negative radical will get the positive valency.
Crisscross formula.
Yes, crisscross formula. And if required, we have to simplify. Right, for example, calcium oxide,
CO.
calcium valency will
CO.
be 2.
CAO.
Yes, and oxygen valency also will be 2. So by crisscrossing, we will get Ca2 and O2. When we simplify, we will get CaO. And remember, whenever you are giving the number to polyatomic radicals, it should be enclosed in a bracket. Clear?
Done, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Did you all
Yes,
note it
ma'am.
down?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now we'll see
Yes,
some
ma'am.
examples for this. See the example which you all know, sodium hydroxide. Sodium valency.
Screen is very small.
Okay. Well, now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, sodium hydroxide. So see, first we are writing the radicals. Sodium is Na+1, hydroxide is OH -1. Then second step, we are writing their valencies below the radical. We are writing the valencies below the radical, and then we are crisscrossing. Right? See for magnesium hydroxide, magnesium valency is 2. Hydroxide valency is 1. So when we crisscross, as we have mentioned, as we have discussed, OH, it is a polyatomic radical, right? What is the last point we have discussed? Polyatomic radicals should be enclosed in a bracket. While we are giving number to the polyatomic radicals, it should be enclosed in a bracket. Okay. Now I'll give you some compounds. Will you write the formula for that one?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Write down for sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate.
Sulfate.
Yes. Sulfate.
HAT, no?
Yes. ATE, sulfate.
Ma'am, done.
Na2SO4.
Ma'am, done.
Na2SO4.
Yes, Na2SO4.
Yes, you write. I'll ask you. I'll ask one by one the names. You just write down. Done with a sodium sulfate.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now ammonium carbonate. Carbonate. Do you know the formula of carbonate? You can see on the screen here. Carbonate.
Yes, ma'am.
CO3
Ma'am,
2
CO3, ma'am.
Ammonium carbonate.
I'm done.
Done, ma'am.
Done for ammonium carbonate.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then
Yes,
aluminum
ma'am.
hydroxide.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what?
Can you repeat?
Aluminium hydroxide.
Ma'am, what?
Aluminium hydroxide.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Done?
Ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Sodium sulfite.
Done, ma'am.
Sodium sulfite. Sulfite. ITE.
Ma'am, HITE.
Yes, ITE. HITE.
Can you repeat?
Sodium sulfite. ITE.
Done, ma'am.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done.
Yes. Then
Done, ma'am.
magnesium carbonate.
Yes, ma'am.
Magnesium carbonate.
Done.
Done.
Done? Magnesium
Done, ma'am.
carbonate.
Ma'am, 2 minutes.
Okay, okay. Take your time.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Magnesium carbonate done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now aluminum carbonate. Aluminum carbonate.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. So shall we discuss the answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the first
Ma'am,
one?
1 minute.
Yes, yes. Complete. Did you write for ammonium sulfate?
Ammonium sulfate.
Yes.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, write for ammonium sulfate also. Done? Did you complete?
Ma'am,
No,
only
ma'am.
2 are left.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
complete.
ma'am.
2 are left.
Okay, okay, complete.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Done,
Ma'am, 2 are left. Ma'am,
Okay,
you
complete
gave 6,
first.
right?
Yes.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Yes. Now the last one, sodium sulfide, IDE.
Sodium
So-
sulfide.
Sodium sulfide, IDE. Sodium sulfide. Sodium sulfide.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Good.
Done, ma'am.
Then the last one, aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide.
Aluminium oxide.
Oxide.
Ma'am, oxide is O minus 2, no?
Yes, O minus 2.
done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
And good.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done with all the compounds?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone? Shall we discuss the answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Now, yes, Chester, tell me the first compound, name and the formula. All of you, please check your answers.
Ma'am, sodium sulfate,
Sodium sulfate. Yes, what will be the formula?
Na2SO4.
Very good. Na2SO4. Did you all get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Shivam. Shivam, second compound. Shivam, unmute and tell.
Ma'am, I didn't got that one.
Second one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Abhigyan.
I know.
Second one. Abhigyan.
I know.
Ma'am, I also know.
Ma'am, NH4 bracket
Ma'am, I
What is
know.
the name of the compound?
ammonium carbonate.
Ammonium carbonate. Is it the compound? Okay, tell me the formula.
NH4 2CO3.
Yes, NH4. See, when you're giving the numbers for polyatomic radicals, you have to use the numbers as twice, thrice, like that. You should say NH4 twice CO3. Okay. So for
Okay, ma'am.
monoatomic, you will just use the words 2, 3, Na2SO4, like that. But remember, all of you, for polyatomic radicals, you have to use the numbers twice, thrice, like that. Okay.
Yes,
So the
ma'am.
second compound, ammonium carbonate, formula is NH4 twice CO3. Right? Yes. Third
Yes,
one,
ma'am.
Riya, third one.
ALOH twice.
Yes.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Ma'am, you said Riya.
Riya. Tell the name and then tell the formula.
Aluminium hydroxide ALOH thrice.
Very good. Aluminium hydroxide, ALOH thrice. Good. You should not say ALOH thrice. Yes. Next one, Manas.
Yes, ma'am.
Manas, next one. Say the compound and name.
Okay, ma'am. Sodium sulfide, Na2SO3.
Yes.
Sulfite, Na2SO3.
SO3.
Yes. Good. Next compound, Roshit.
Me?
No, next
No,
one.
I will tell.
Yes, sir. Yes, tell.
Ma'am, 2 minutes.
You're solving now.
Magnesium carbonate.
Yes, magnesium carbonate. Formula.
Mg2CO3 twice.
No.
Yes.
MgCO3.
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 MgCO3 process.
MgCO3 twice. See the fourth step, Roshit. What is the fourth step? You have to simplify it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We can
Yes,
strike off both the two, right? It will be MgCO3. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Then next one, Mehak.
Yes, ma'am. Aluminium carbonate.
Yes, aluminium carbonate. What will the formula?
Al2CO3 twice.
CO3?
No.
No, ma'am.
What is
CO3 thrice.
Al2CO3 twice.
yes. CO3 thrice. Al2 CO3 thrice. Good. Next one, Girija.
Ammonium sulfate.
Okay, ammonium sulfate. Yes.
NH4 whole twice SO4.
Very good.
Yes.
NH4 twice
Yes, ma'am.
SO4. Very good. Next one,
Sodium sulfide.
Samiksha.
Sodium sulfide Na2S.
Very good. Na2S. Sulfide is S2 minus. Right. Very good. Is this the last compound?
No, ma'am.
Aluminium oxide
Na2SO3.
also. Yes.
One more.
Na2SO3.
Syed. Yes, always. Tell me. Last compound.